We have some huge breaking news. Matthew Tkachuk is on his way to the Florida Panthers for quite a return package. We'll discuss the full deal coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, we have a blockbuster massive trade that just went down. Of course, it's in the middle of the night here where I am. It's about 3:30 a.m. I was already sleeping for the night and got woken up to this blockbuster deal. This is massive. So Matthew Tkachuk is traded from the Calgary Flames with an extension in place, 8 years at $9.5 million per season, to the Florida Panthers in exchange for Jonathan Huberdeau, Mackenzie Weegar, prospect Cole Schwindt, and a first-round pick. That is an absolutely massive haul for Calgary. A lot of people probably never thought, I know I didn't, that they would get that kind of return, knowing that they were kind of over a barrel here. And really, Tkachuk had most of the leverage, considering that he was only going to sign an extension with certain teams. But I guess the other key factor here is Florida, again, moves another first-round pick because they obviously don't even have one for 2023. So we're waiting on the details of what year it is. I'm guessing it's 2024 or 2025. But Jonathan Huberdeau and Mackenzie Weegar are both fantastic players. But they're both also going into the final year of their contracts. I'm sure Jonathan Huberdeau right now is probably completely stunned. He's, both Weegar and Huberdeau, especially Huberdeau, been with Florida for a long time. Both were, trying to negotiate extensions. Huberdeau is probably going to be getting an extension somewhere comparable to Tkachuk, I would think. Anyways, I don't know. This is going to be potentially really, really good for the Calgary Flames if they can return these players there and keep them. But that's the key part. They've already had a hard time with Tkachuk and Gaudreau leaving town. Is Jonathan Huberdeau going to leave as well? If he stays, he's like very, an excellent playmaker, one of the top assist guys around the NHL for the last number of years. He could certainly have the kind of impact that Gaudreau had, especially in that sense. Similar kind of players where they're playmakers. But of course, could be an excellent replacement. But if Weegar or Huberdeau will not re-up with the Flames, they could be in quite a mess here, possibly only getting a first and a prospect that may not even play. So it's going to obviously take a while to see who wins this deal. But Matthew Tkachuk is the best player in this deal based on his age as well. Jonathan Huberdeau is a heck of a player, different kind of player. If you look at his history, I think there's a big argument to be made that he is, has a ton of value as well, right? But the fact that Tkachuk's younger and is going to continue to put up the same kind of point totals, at least he should, as we've seen here before, that's pretty crazy. So it looks like Barkov is going to get himself a new line mate. Obviously, Bill Zito, as we know, not afraid to be aggressive here. We also know, and I kind of question myself, that the end of the season, with the way the Florida Panthers lost in the playoffs after having a record regular season, if they were confident if they could win with this core group of players. And if we could see a more significant shakeup. I did not imagine that potential shakeup could be Huberdeau. That's insane. I know there was Mackenzie Weegar had been previously linked to the Ottawa Senators as well. Many believe they were trying to work on an extension, and their preference was to keep him. Obviously, Ottawa wasn't going to be offering up anything like Matthew Tkachuk, though, right? So this is a very unique situation. I do wonder, though, in Calgary, if you look at their blue line, I wonder if they might even consider moving Weegar for additional assets, maybe in other areas or something. I guess we'll have to wait and see the spin-off effects here. But this is a great return for Calgary. But the key here, again, is keeping these players. Will either Weegar or Huberdeau re-sign in Calgary long-term to make this a long-term, very, good deal for both sides? Only time will tell. Let me know your thoughts on this blockbuster trade. This might be one of the biggest trades we've seen in a long, long time. So let me know what you think, and we'll discuss in the comments. If you're new to the channel, of course, make sure you subscribe and stick around. We'll keep you up to date here with all the latest news, rumors, and analysis of all 32 NHL teams. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.